Hi, good morning everyone. Okay, so I haven't done a FaceTime for a long time, so I just needed to do this morning because of this entanglement issue that's been going on. I'm tired of seeing that entanglement comment and asking me what do I think about it, and it's as if I don't want to talk about it because Jade is a woman. So it's kind of like, even my husband was like, so why are you not talking about this issue? Is it because she's a woman? And why I didn't want to talk about it, because I felt it was nobody's business in the first place. Okay, these are people that are married, is their marriage, and they've always told us that they had an open marriage. I mean, I know that for an African person is hard for us to understand what they mean by open marriage. I know, I get it, yeah, but really, if you want me to define open marriage, it means that the guy is allowed to sleep with any other person, so the woman is also allowed to sleep with any other person. So they don't have, that kind of it must be only me kind of marriage. Okay, so it's an open marriage. We can have fun, we can do whatever we want to do, but we are married. That is the kind of marriage that Jade and Will has. It's an open marriage. Now, sometimes you have an open marriage, yeah, it doesn't mean that the woman will use it, but it means that if I hear that my husband sleep with somebody else, it doesn't really matter, because I know that he's going to do that. And if that is what they have done, and that is what their prenup is, that or what their marriage arrangement was, is that they can sleep with other people, I think we shouldn't actually argue about it. Okay, Nigerians, we talk so much about other people's marriage, when really most of our marriages are actually open marriage. The husband go out and sleep with anybody that they want to sleep with, but the woman, but the woman is not expected to. So what we have in Nigeria is a one-sided open marriage. But in the Western world, when they say they have an open marriage, they actually mean that both of us can sleep with anybody that we want to sleep with. So it's open. The man can sleep with whoever they want to sleep, the woman can sleep with whoever they want to sleep, and there is no problem. Okay, and you know what, until we as a nation, or we as a family in Nigeria, understand that sleeping outside is an agreement, is not only the man, because in Africa it's like the man is allowed to sleep outside, the woman aren't. Okay, but in the Western world, we agree, we have an open marriage. You sleep whatever you want to sleep with, I sleep whatever I want to sleep with. It's open. Now that is the relationship that Jade and Smith had. So I don't know why Nigerians are killing them. So, when I see the meme and the the comment and the ridicule, and I'm like, seriously, these people are in marriage and they know what they wanted in their marriage. They wanted an open marriage. But let's even leave that open marriage bit, because seriously, because it's not even the problem, it's not even the issue here. So I don't know if you guys have watched the clip yet. If you haven't, I'm going to try to do a video. I'll use this video to do a video, and I'm going to put a little bit of that clip just for you to have an understanding of what was going on in that marriage. Okay, I didn't have anything to talk about. There was nothing really. People keep sending me that message like, "Ah, bless you, don't want." There was nothing to talk about. Seriously, nothing to talk about, because Will Smith said in his own words, they were already, okay, that marriage was broken. He thought they are not coming back again. So I know, the problem with us in Nigeria, we don't understand that a woman is not your property. Like, a typical Nigerian man will marry, and even when they are divorced, he still feels that that woman is their property. She cannot sleep with any other person. Even when they see their wife, who is an ex-wife, in a relationship, they start talking about it, they start being jealous and everything. But in the Western world, it's not that way. When you are separated, when you guys are no more together, they put it the way it is. Will was doing his own thing, And Jade was doing her own thing. So what are we killing our head all the way in Africa arguing about? Talking about the fact that why is the people are so happy in the downfall of marriages? Why are we so, you know, why do you want to come in? Hi. You know, why are we so happy in the downfall of marriages? I know people, you know, Nigerians, we are too churches, yeah? You know, everything that is not in the Bible, we start arguing about. But let's say the way it is. These people, most times, are not Christians. They don't practice the kind of Christianity that we practice in Africa. Even though our own Christianity in Africa, some of us are fake. We are not real. We only practice Christianity outside. Inside, we are something else. How can you tell me that you are a man of God and you're sleeping out, or you're a Christian, you're sleeping out with other women, but your wife shouldn't? It's an open marriage. It's an open marriage. That's what we have in Nigeria. So let's get into our head that what we have in Africa is open marriage, but it's a one-sided open marriage. Only the man is allowed to sleep out. But the world is changing. The world actually is changing. Women are now understanding the fact that it cannot continue being that way. So when we hear about this, you know, foreign news and people are criticizing Jade, and I'm like, oh my God, don't bring your culture, you know, don't bring your own culture into another person's culture. They were separated. They were not married. In Will Smith's mouth, Will said he never thought that they are going to come back. They were already not gonna come back. So what are you guys saying? So the woman should just stay on her own now, not enjoy her life, not move on, not have other relationship because she was once married to Will Smith? Oh, come on. Hi Bernice, hi, how are you? Hi. I can't really see everybody that's, you know, I'm just talking about this Will Smith stuff. Entanglement, no entanglement. Nigerians are carrying it in their head, though. You are carrying it in your head. Like, I'm like, seriously, stop. Can we understand that we don't, you know how Nigerians, when you marry, you put your wife in your bag, like, you know, even when you are sleeping around with your house help, with everybody, even the people on your street, your neighbors, the woman still be praying for you. She'll be she'll be prayer warrior for you. Do you understand? She'll be your prayer warrior and be praying for you while you are messing around. In the Western world, they don't have time for such. They don't have such time. There's no time for anything like that. So let's stop, you know, putting our African culture, African belief to events that is happening in America. They were separated. They were not living together as husband and wife anymore. Okay, so if we can understand that, if we understand the fact that over here, when you are separated, when both of you have separated, it means you can do your own thing. I can do my own thing. I can sleep where I want to sleep with. You can go ahead and it doesn't matter. That is what we need to understand in Africa. That the idea that once I pay a bride price for a woman, that woman is mine forever and ever and ever. She cannot sleep with any other man. If she does that, I will kill her. Even when you are separated. I know of a family friend of mine, yeah. He and his ex-wife, they've been separated for like 4 years, 5 years. But this man still gets angry, talk about the wife, calls her a shower because she has moved on. She has other relationship. I'm like, what is your own? This woman, both of you are no more together now. She's no more your wife. Allow her to move on. But we don't get that. It was an issue that happened last year of a man that went to his ex-wife's house and killed her because he caught her with another man. And I'm like, what is it? You've moved on. Both of you are no more in a relationship anymore. If you guys decide to come back again, life goes on. Now, let's get a point here. This couple never thought they're going to come back. Jade had the right to sleep with anybody she wants to sleep with. And there is nothing like my son, her son's friend or whatever, because in this part of the world, it's not like Nigeria. A 45-year-old can marry a 20-year-old. A 60-year-old can marry, you know, it's not about age, it's about love. And I know in Africa, we cannot think, you know, it's like, how is it possible? Oh, but that's what happens. That is what happens. Being married doesn't mean that, because once you have been married, you know, you are in bondage, you can't move on with your life. No, you can. If anything happens in my marriage now, I can move on. I'm not tied to a man. That's just it. Once the marriage is packed up, the woman moves on with her life and she will get other relationship. So until we start understanding that our African culture is not the way it works in the Western world, until we start understanding the fact that Jade did not do anything. She didn't do anything. They were not together. Smith did his own thing. Is it that we don't want to talk about the people that Smith was sleeping with at that time? The way he was going around clubbing all over the news? Were you guys not aware of what was happening to Smith too? How he was having his fun? So why is this on Jade? She was doing her own thing. We should be happy as a woman that she was able to come out of that relationship at that time and found herself and was able to find happiness for a little bit, even though she realized that that's not what she wanted. Well, we cannot keep her in bondage, okay? That is my take on this entanglement or no entanglement issue. And I'm going to say to any woman out there who's been ever married and you are, you know, you're out of your marriage, stop holding on, stop praying. You know, our problem is that man don't leave you, man don't forget you. Man has moved on to girlfriends and maybe he has a second wife now. He has married on top. You are still going to from one church to another, praying and fasting. Oh God, bring him back. Oh God, I want him back. What if God has given you an opportunity to move on with your life? What if God has opened another door for you? Why can't you understand that sometimes things happen for a reason? So, for me, Jay didn't do anything. All these meme, all these, you know, joke about them. I laugh. Those couple, no matter what we like, whatever we say, they have shown us a typical example of a black culture marriage. Because some of us, we know what our parents did. We know that our dad was sleeping around with, you know, we know that. So for Jade to have, after all the experience, come back to her home and they are living happily ever after, which is rare in the Western world, is rare. For such a thing to happen and for them to come back as a family is rare. Why don't we just at least appreciate that they actually came back and they fought for their children and they actually decided to stick together as husband and wife, instead of castigating them, talking about it, making them a joke, which I don't think actually affect them anyway. Why don't we actually applaud them that they were able to look beyond their differences and they came back together and they built a united front for their children, which is what most of us do. Most of us are in marriages that we don't even want to be in. We are tired. We want to get out. We don't have opportunity for entanglement. Yeah? Because we don't have open marriage. What we have in Nigeria is open for the men, not open for the woman. We, the women, sometimes we are wishing that it's open. Let's even start this open marriage in Africa. It will be fun. Yes, now. Because the man will never stop chasing, you know, other girls. So why don't we start this open marriage? You do your own, I do my own. No, because I think that thing will work more in Africa. Open marriages. That's my own take on this. All right, guys, I'm at work now. How are you, Law? I hope you guys understand my point. I mean, I don't think she did anything. They were not together. They were separated. Never thought they were going to come back again. And she decided to do her own thing. And I think it takes a strong woman to move on with her life when she knows that her marriage has collapsed. That is what I think we should learn from her lesson. That when your marriage collapses, when you know there is no turning back, that both of you might never be together again, you need to move on. Stop going to churches from one pastor to another, from one prayer house, from one ritualist, from wanting the man to come back by fire by fire. He might not want to come back. You let him go and you move on. That is my take on this story. Bye bye. All right, take care. See you guys later. Bye bye.